Have you ever wondered how your body knows when to sleep, when to wake up, and when to feel hungry? Why does your body become tired at night and active during the day, even if you don't look at a clock? Scientists today say that inside every human being, there's a precise biological clock that controls our body, our behavior, and even our thoughts. But here is the surprising question. Could such a perfect system appear by coincidence, or is it a sign from Allah placed inside every human being? In today's video, we will explore an incredible scientific discovery about the biological clock and how it connects with powerful verses from the Qur'an. Stay with us, because what you are about to learn will make you reflect deeply about the perfection of Allah's creation. Observe the rotating DNA and its elegant clock motif. In recent decades, scientists began studying something called the human genome. The human genome is like a giant instruction book inside our cells. It contains billions of tiny letters known as DNA, which carry the code for human life. Inside this code are instructions that control everything in our bodies: our growth, our health, our behavior, and even the way our bodies respond to day and night. Scientists discovered that these genes do not work randomly. Instead, they operate in an incredibly organized system, activating and stopping at very precise times. This discovery opened the door to understanding something extraordinary known as the circadian rhythm. Notice the brain's design with a subtle clock overlay. In recent years, scientists at research centers like the Scripps Research Institute began studying how the body keeps track of time. Their research revealed that the human body has a clock-like genetic system. This system controls cycles that repeat approximately every 24 hours. Scientists call this system the circadian rhythm. This rhythm influences when we feel sleepy, when we feel awake, when hormones are released, our blood pressure, our digestion, and even our mood. Researchers even discovered special genes and proteins involved in controlling this internal clock. One of these proteins is called aura, which plays an important role in regulating biological rhythms. These discoveries may help people in the future who suffer from jet lag, night shift fatigue, sleep disorders, and other health problems related to the body's timing system. But the more scientists studied this clock, the more they realized how incredibly precise it is. For many years, scientists believed that our sleep patterns were controlled only by sunlight, but experiments proved something amazing. Researchers placed animals in special chambers where there was no sunlight at all. There were no day-night signals, and yet the animals still followed a 2-4-hour cycle of activity and rest. This proved that the timing system was not coming from the outside world. It was coming from inside the body itself. Even if all lights were turned off, the body still knows when it expects light. This internal clock continues to operate every second of our lives. Another fascinating discovery surprised scientists. They found that the human body does not contain just one clock. Instead, there are many clocks working together. Different organs have their own internal timing systems. For example, the liver has its own clock that controls enzymes that detoxify harmful substances. The heart follows a rhythm that affects blood pressure and circulation. The kidneys follow their own timing patterns. Each organ works according to a schedule designed for maximum efficiency, but these clocks must remain synchronized, otherwise the body would fall into chaos. So how are all these clocks coordinated? Here's the brain's master clock region, the SCN. Scientists discovered that all these body clocks are controlled by a master clock in the brain. This master clock is located in a tiny area inside the brain called the suprachiasmatic nucleus. It contains about 6,000 neurons. Despite its small size, it acts as the central command center for the body's timing system. Every 24 hours, this master clock sends signals throughout the body. These signals coordinate the activity of all the smaller clocks in different organs. Genes turn on and off in carefully timed cycles. One gene activates another, then another gene shuts the first one down. And this process repeats day after day, year after year, without us even noticing it. Subhanallah. Even in space, our internal clock keeps working. Perhaps one of the most astonishing discoveries is this: the biological clock works even outside the Earth. Astronauts in space experience no normal day and night cycles, yet their bodies still follow the same internal rhythms. Their sleep patterns, their hunger, their physical functions, all continue to follow the biological clock. This shows that the timing system is built into the human body itself. Scientists also discovered that this clock starts operating from the earliest stages of life. From the moment a human begins developing in the mother's womb, the biological clock begins its work. Another important area connected to human behavior is the front part of the brain, known as the frontal lobe. This region lies just behind the forehead. Scientists discovered that the frontal lobe plays a crucial role in decision making, social behavior, recognizing consequences, choosing between right and wrong actions. It also helps control emotional responses and long-term memories. Brain scans show that this area of the brain is extremely active during complex thinking and behavior. Because of its role in guiding human actions, many scientists describe this area as the headquarters of human behavior. A close Qur'an view invites reflection on guidance. More than 1,400 years ago, the Qur'an mentioned something remarkable about this part of the human body.
Allah says in the Qur'an, "And I put my trust in Allah, my Lord and your Lord. There is not a moving creature, but He has grasp of its forelock. Indeed, my Lord is on a straight path." Surah Hud 11:56.
The forelock refers to the front part of the head. Today, science confirms that the frontal region of the brain is responsible for controlling behavior, decisions, and actions. This knowledge was completely unknown to humans at the time the Quran was revealed. Yet the Quran pointed toward this region centuries before modern brain imaging technology existed. Inside each cell, a tiny clock quietly governs life. Scientists also discovered something even more astonishing. Inside every cell of the human body, there exists a microscopic biological clock. This clock regulates the cell's activity throughout life. It controls cell growth, cell repair, cell division, and eventually the aging process. Scientists say that this clock is programmed to function for a specific lifespan. It operates with incredible precision until the moment a person's life ends.
And here we remember the words of Allah in the Qur'an. And when their term comes, they cannot delay it nor advance it by a single moment. Surah An-Nahl 16:61.
Consider this carefully. A final essential question approaches. Now we must ask an important question. Some people claim that life appeared by coincidence. They say the universe and human beings were created by random chance. But can coincidence create such an incredibly precise system? A clock inside every cell? Multiple clocks in every organ, a master clock coordinating the entire body, genes switching on and off at exact moments, all operating with perfect timing throughout life. Can blind chance produce such perfection? Or does this point to a wise and powerful creator?
Allah reminds us in the Qur'an, "Such is Allah your Lord. None has the right to be worshipped except Him, the creator of all things. So worship Him, and He is the guardian over all things." Surah Al-An'am 6:102.
The more science discovers about the human body, the more it reveals the perfection of Allah's design. The biological clock inside us is just one small sign among countless signs in creation. Signs that invite us to reflect, signs that invite us to believe, and signs that remind us of the greatness of our Creator. If you found this knowledge beneficial, share this video so more people can discover the amazing signs of Allah in science. And if you want to learn more about the miracles of the Quran and Islam, subscribe to the Islamic Knowledge channel and turn on notifications. May Allah increase us in knowledge and strengthen our faith.